is on one, about as far as I think back. No way to solve it, or even stall it, cause once I'm in then I go fast. I'm like my father, I'm not moderate, I'm not perfect, but I'm working on the worst things that keep me up at night. And it's all fine till I'm in my bed, go around and around inside my head. And it's all fine till I'm in my bed, go around and around inside my head. Long nights praying for sunrise, no sleep, broken down inside my dreams.
What's going on, y'all? What are we doing today? Little something new from Brandon Hart that just came out. I dig that dude. He's I don't know. There's something about that guy. I like his music, and I don't usually listen to that kind of poppy sound stuff. But I don't know. I like him. Anyway, this is just a little precursor to tonight's show. If everything goes as planned, Ricardo will be in here this evening, hopefully. It'll probably be a little bit later. I just had a couple things I wanted to address. Hope everybody's doing good, first of all, today. Hope everybody's doing well, you know. Most of you, anyhow. There's a couple out there I really don't give two shits about, but whatever. They're inconsequential. But I just wanted to think, I was thinking about this earlier, you know, and a lot of people think that I'm kind of crazy for doing what I'm doing with this podcast. And, you know, I've made mistakes with it, of course. My sound's not always the best. My video's bad, at very best. But it is what it is. And you know what? I'm learning. And here's the thing. What I wanted to address was, and I'm not trying to lecture anybody or anything like that at all. I would hope to maybe inspire some people. But what I was thinking about earlier today is that, you know, you cannot be afraid to embarrass yourself. You got to be fearless in that regard. You don't have to be, but if you want to succeed, it's kind of a precursor to success. Like me, I noticed I always like when I'm thinking, I always look straight up at the like in the corner by that big monitor, the big TV in the room, and that's a flaw, you know. However, it is what it is. What are we gonna do? You can't be. If you want to get anywhere, if you want to do anything in life, it's essential that you fall on your face, that you flail, and that you make. I mean, sometimes you got to make an ass out of yourself, you know. And everybody who knows me knows I'm good at that. I got no problem with that at all. But the main thing is just you got to be okay with failing. And you kind of got to look at the failures and embrace them and take those as learning opportunities. And you got to pursue the things that people think you're crazy for doing. People, you know, there's a lot of people think I'm nuts for doing what I'm doing with this. You know, and had it not been for my buddy Charlie, I never would have done this. But thank God I got a buddy Charlie that kicked me in the ass and said, "Dude, you need to do this," because I'm loving it. I love doing it. And the thing is, it's not about me. I'm not looking at this as an endeavor that's about me. It's not an egotistical thing. It's nothing like that. I'm trying to learn. I mean, because what I have come to grips with is that I don't know anything. You know, I don't know a thing. I'm just trying to figure it out. And the more people that can get involved with this, share experiences with me that they've gone through in their life, then the more we can learn from each other, you know, and that's the big thing. The one thing I don't want to do is get to my deathbed, and that could be any second, who knows. But I don't want to go to my deathbed and have a regret that there was a version of myself inside me that I never became. That to me is, I mean, that in whatever tragedy that could probably befall somebody, is to go through this life and know that you stuck with the shitty cheese job. You didn't take a chance. You didn't take a risk. You didn't gamble on yourself. You didn't shut off what everybody else was saying and just do what you knew you needed to do. And that's what I'm trying to do. I know what I need to do, and I'm going after it, and I would hope that perhaps if this hits even one person, that they might sit down and say, you know what? I mean, let's face it. I mean, the world needs custodians too, but do you need to be one? I mean, it's your call. I mean, if you're happy doing that, then, I mean, hey, and I'm not speaking ill of custodians. That's a tough ass job. I wouldn't want to do it. I mean, that's a hard job. Those are committed individuals that, in and out every day. I mean, that's hard work. It's really hard work. So I'm not saying anything about what anybody's doing, but if you're doing something that just makes you, like myself, I've been painting for a long time, and I've done well at it. And if I have to go pick it up again, I will. The thought of it makes me just like, it's just one of those things. It's just, there's, when you can go and you can do something and you just put it on cruise control, and then that's what you do all day. And then in the meantime, while you're doing it, you're beating yourself up. You're up and down ladders, and you're, stressed out about this and that and the other thing, and you're dirty and filthy and making messes, and you realize that what you're doing is not what you were put here to do. I mean, I've had a lot of schooling, and I've worked in the trades since, oh God, I just hit 45, so it's been like 26, 27 years of doing this shit, and I'm beat up, knees hurt, back hurts all the time, and it's just, and the other thing too is it just gets mundane. And I know there's a lot of people out there that are in that same position with whatever it is that they happen to be doing. And I'm very grateful that I don't have to punch a clock, that I don't have to work that 9 to 5, that I don't have to deal with that rat race, that I live where I live,